This is your daily briefing and you're most welcome to it. Transfer mumbles galore. Gary Jacobs for the Times. Now you may recall I've mentioned him a couple of times and kind of just, said that the stuff he's putting out isn't good enough to pull you into a paywall or pull you over a paywall. So perhaps he's taken my advice about boosting the appeal of his transfer pieces. He's got a little bit overboard here and perhaps even lost his mind. He tells us that Antonio Conte would like at least 6 signings, including 3 defenders, a midfielder and a forward, to arrive before the club's tour to South Korea in July. Well, Gary, my old mate, I have to say this is ambitious. This is ambitious. Spurs, to the best of my knowledge, have never got all of their transfer business done before a pre-season friendly. And 6 players in, it just doesn't tend to happen. That's the kindest way I can respond to that suggestion. However, to counterbalance that madness, we've got another dose of lunacy. Conte wants to offload about 8 players, including Sergio Reguilon, Emerson Royal, Steven Bergwijn, Giovanni Lo Celso and Tanguy Ndombele. Yeah, sure. I agree with all of that. I would certainly say that Steven Bergwijn and Giovanni Lo Celso are in the departure lounge, but we're trying to rehome the others. Good luck with that. But 6 in, 8 out, he says. You'll be remembered if that comes true. Foot Mercato. Tottenham are targeting wrong forward Martin Terrier and have made an offer to the Frenchman. I don't know if he's any good, so what I'll be doing is a bit of research and bring you some clips of his best actions on theboyhotspur.com later today. Fabrizio Romano, Spurs will sign both Dejan Kulusevski and Christian Romero on a permanent deal this summer. The total fee for both players will be around €80 million. I think even Mikel Arteta could have predicted that one correctly. David Ornstein is Athletic. Spurs and Arsenal are not currently in the frame to sign Raheem Sterling. Thank goodness for that. I think that was just agent talk. Chairman's message. I've not made reference to it yet. It was just junk, rubbish. But that didn't stop Spurs Web, amongst others, absolutely depressing, running with hysterical reaction. I mean, absolutely clinging on to half-truths with their fingertips and spinning continued support of the men's and women's first teams being spun into Conte will be backed and there's money. I mean, just look at the situation with the players and who we've got to sell and who we might want to bring in. If there's a minus €80 million hole in the boat before we start looking to bring in fresh meat, because bear in mind, these aren't new signings, these are paying for the ones you've already got on the premises. You're looking for Spurs to spend a historical amount of money. Who reads any of this and thinks, oh, it's brilliant, have you seen this? No, nobody does. And listen, if you want to know how right I am about all of this and how wrong other people are, I suggest you need to just focus on one key thing that Daniel Levy did. And I'm not talking about successively failing to back coaches, but we had the situation where we were marking the finale, the end, the closure, the ending of one chapter at White Hart Lane and the opening of another at the soul harvesting device. And what did he do? He must be thinking and lying in bed thinking, how can I, pay this tremendous seminal moment the right level of... He hired the bloke from the Go Compare advert. This is mind-blowing, even by the standards of the other content here. Have a look at this. This is the points per game when leading at half-time in the Premier League table for this season. Yeah, so there we are, top of the pops, numero uno, the team they could not beat. Tottenham top, Brentford, Man City. I mean, this is it's just absolute nonsense. It really is. And I look at this sort of revisionism and I hear myself saying, where am I?
What am I doing here?
Gary Neville has suggested that Manchester United focus on signing Son Heung-min this summer as an eventual heir to Cristiano Ronaldo's throne. Yeah, okay, Gary. Dele Alli. Yeah, Dele Alli. Mail Online. Could leave Everton this summer after just 6 months, but the club are asking for 20 million for the former Tottenham man, even though he hasn't made a single start for them since joining in January. Dele Alli, this is the truth. What cannot speak, cannot lie. It's made 9 appearances for Everton. His longest spell on the green stuff for the Toffees was 74 minutes upon his debut, where the Toffees were beaten. His longest appearance beyond that moment has been 38 minutes. But we heard all the voices. They told us we were wrong, that we had a grudge, we were racist, we were prejudiced against people with silly haircuts. You only needed a run of games. There's a fabulous player in there somewhere. No, he's a monumental time waster. That's the truth. And as for the 20 million that the Mail Online are quoting, I don't even know where they've come up with that from. He isn't worth 20 million. He's not. There was this. Do you remember when he went? And there was this. Oh yeah, it could be worth up to 40 million. They haven't even triggered, because he's not made 20 appearances. He's not even triggered the bit of the contract that would have made him worth 10 million. So 20 million isn't ambitious. It's a fairy tale. That's it for now. Good luck. Keep it Tottenham.